guys here. I was throwing this out there. Like I said, I probably just like to hear myself talk sometimes. But I was gonna give the pros and the cons based on what I've seen of this new update. I think it's definitely a lot more pros than cons. It's definitely a very good update. I'm very happy about it. Some things I think still need to be a little tweaked. Excuse me. But overall, awesome update. Very awesome. What I was gonna say is the new map, good map. First, I thought it was heavily survivor sided, but there's certain things about it that actually makes it pretty balanced. I like the new map. It's very good, very well thought out. The new killer, Nancy, of course, you know, awesome. I love the new killer. I haven't played the new survivor yet. I haven't bought him yet. Sorry, too expensive right now. But I've had friends of mine that play him, and he looks very fun. Might be a little borderline broken, but it looks fun. Love the changes they did with the valve escape. It is it's basically not hardly a threat at all now, which is good. And like I said, I think it was meant for a distraction anyway, which is kind of how it should be. So good job on the valve escape. Definitely some pros. Pros are like definitely valve escape, definitely good. The no Leatherface requirement, definitely good. We have won plenty of matches without Leatherface. Plenty of them. For all the people that said that you need a Leatherface to win, if you watch us play on some of my streams, definitely not. You do not need a Leatherface to win. It helps, but you don't need them that much if you play smart and play organized. But definitely pros. I like I don't mind the cook nerf, the Johnny nerf. I do, that's be a con, but Cook nerf is really not that bad at all, honestly. He's still the same, he's still good. As far as I know, he's still good. Nancy, like I said, Nancy is good. The other things I guess I could see or say is I love the balance changes they did with Slaughterhouse. And I guess maybe I'm biased. I don't know. I'm a family main more than victim, but I still escape pretty easy as victim. Like still escape easy. But I do like the balance changes on Slaughterhouse a little bit. That's a pro, definitely another pro in the updates. There's not going to be very many cons, but definitely valve changes awesome. Slaughterhouse awesome, like how they changed it. Gas station changes definitely great. It seemed like this update was very family sided for the most part, definitely, and it needed it because I still feel like I escape easily as victim, and family I'm pretty solid at family, and it's a lot harder playing family than it is victim to me. And I play more family than I do victim. As far as like that victim starting with that 1 minute where they can't use their abilities, it's not really that useful. I guess that would be a con. It really like that makes no real difference. I feel like what they need to do is let Sonny keep his ability at the beginning. Connie should actually wait 3 minutes for her ability to start. But then again, like I said, Connie's ability needs a rework. Or not a rework, but like it needs something. Because it is pretty much as long as Connie's in the game, you kinda need to have a cook. More often than not. To counteract that for the most part. Unless a Leatherface gets her in the basement. but Connie is a threat just because of that stupid ability she has. It's really, really broken to a point, to an extent. I mean, but I don't. There's no really other way I know they could nerf it than what they're doing. So it's just that's the way she is. But you know, you have to deal with Connie. But I feel like Connie, honestly, in my opinion, be straightforward with you. Connie's ability you should be able to use once a match. There's no recharge once an entire match, and that's it. And it doesn't kick in until 3 minutes into the match, and because that'll make it you can come in clutch with it. Her stats are still good. You still can use her based on her stats. But I do feel like definitely her ability does need that much need. Yeah, that's definitely kind of something needs to be reworked a little bit. Johnny, the nerf on Johnny was very bad. Like it, like I know that I don't know if what they're like watching to nerf this. Maybe they're watching like low-level players just get caught in the field or get caught in the middle of nowhere and get stuck with Johnny, like getting killed by Johnny. But Johnny was already the worst character before this update. Already the worst. Like you can, all right. Everybody has their opinion. You're free to have it, but I mean, my opinion, a lot of other people's popular opinion, and like the popular opinion is not always the right opinion, but from escapes. Look at if you look at how many people escape, go by that. People with Johnny on the team, there's a lot more escapes for Victim than there is for the other characters. Johnny was already the worst character for this update, and now he went from like being the worst to being like the far from even getting close to the second worst. He's bad, just horribly bad. So very bad. Now basically we get a new killer in Nancy, but we lose one in Johnny. And the way I look at it is, if you use Johnny, you're basically just want a challenge. Like you don't want to, like there's no point in playing. Like you don't want to play the game to actually win. You're probably bored with the game and you just want a challenge, honestly. Or you know you're playing against low levels. Like that's the only way I know someone want to play Johnny now. So, like that, I feel that was really bad. Maybe they need to rework his ability. Rework not his ability, but rework him in general. Just give him something that pays off. I mean, he had straight up damage, which is good, but like I said, lockdown's more important. I mean, I feel personally, yeah, Johnny, that the nerf to Johnny was probably the worst thing. Another thing on the new map. Now this is kind of funny. On the new map, as far as RNG goes, we had a match where the Valve tank was under the little barn area where the gate to the battery is. The fuse was under there, and both of them were under there, right? And the two battery doors are really close together. So, and our hitchhiker had it trapped, our cook had it padlocked. So basically one family member, which I was doing it, could guard 3 exits just by walking back and forth in that area, just by walking back and forth. And then the other 2 were guarding the front exit. We didn't even care about the generator because our cook had the very front gate padlocked, and we had him guarding that area, and we had the other guy kind of roaming back and forth. There was literally nothing they could have done to get by. It would have took a lot, because it would have took a lot of teamwork to get past that. And I don't even think they could have done it. Like that, some of that RNG probably needs to be fixed. I think the fuse box on the new map doesn't need to spawn under that battery area. I think they should. I don't know why I don't put it in the garden area. That's kind of far away. But literally, there was no, like, it was so easy. I'm guarding 3 exits because there are 3 objectives because they're all right next to each other. So yeah, I don't understand. Like, that was kind of that was kind of way too overpowered for as family concerned. Is that, so I don't think the fuse box needs to spawn right there. But overall, yeah, that stuff, yeah, there are certain tweaks that need to be done. The new one thing also, I guess, is a con to the game is all these new perks. These new, like, Nancy has another, like, a whole side of her skill tree dedicated to perks just for her. Like, I get that you want to do that, but like the other, why don't give the other characters exclusive perks too, more than just one or two? I mean, Hitchhiker has Venom and what, Wireframe, and Cook has security pins, and I forgot what else, but I mean, she has like 6 or 7. I don't even know how many there are. And I mean, I get that, and here's, I'm kind of worried, I'm kind of concerned also, is when they come out with new with like new perks. If they come out with new perks, how are the older characters and killers gonna get them? Are they gonna add more to the skill tree, or are they gonna add to their random perk pool? And that's kind of like the issue I think they have, because the new killer Danny, he has a lot of new perks that no one else can get to. No one else can get. Some of them are really good. Like Fast Hands, yeah, it's OP on certain maps. I've already seen that. My friend showed me. So like, we need to have more perks. Like, needs to be, I guess if you're gonna add more perks, you need to have more accessibility to perks. Because the new characters get newer perks in the game. The old characters are stuck using the same ones. So that part, I mean, maybe, I think they're supposed to be reworking that in the next update. They're working on perks next update. But that's what I'm thinking so far. Is that's pretty much how it looks right now. Is that's kind of like something that, I guess, some things that need to be tweaked would be that, try to have that adjusted, fixed for people. But overall, definitely, said it again, a very good update. I am very happy for it. I think this update is very good for the game, very, very good for the balance. But certain things, certain RNG spawns on maps, there's literally nothing they could have done. Like, imagine if we had a Leatherface. Leatherface could have just simply guarded that white exit, the white picket fence exit, just guarded the door, and I could basically just guard that, all 3 objectives. The other one can just go hunting people. Like, it was that easy. There's literally nothing they could have done. Like, it would have took really high level, really coordination to get past that. Because we had the fuse traps. The valve's right there. Valve is not even nothing no more. And both battery doors are so close together. So they had to either get through a padlock, get through a trap, and get through a trap, do the fuse, or do the valve within 5 seconds. Because that's all you had to do was patrol it. So yeah, that was very bad, I guess, for the game. But overall, good update. But some perks don't make any sense. I would say there's one called Sip 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 with Nancy, which I think is basically the same as Surgical, but like it's a penalty. And Surgical's on her skill tree anyway, which I think it looks like it's the same as Surgical. I hadn't tested it, but it's like, why you need that? But then there's another perk on Nancy which I've used. It's borderline broken if you got good RNG. Is what's it called? Pins and needles. Man, I've gotten where you can get 5, 6 traps, 5 or 6 wire traps. So you can basically just trap almost every wall space in the area. And if people see it, high level people are gonna see the wall, see the traps, and not go through the wall space. But that doesn't mean it's not good. That just means that's actually good. The simple fact that it takes away their option to do so. So that right there is still good, and the fact that it exists. So, but if they get caught, oh boy, it's rough if you're in chase and they get caught. But overall, very good update. If I rated the update out of 10, I would rate it 9.5 out of 10. Honestly, it was that good. Like, it was that good of an update. I heard Leatherface. There is a Leatherface bug where it makes him stall his chainsaw more, which, yeah, that needs to be patched, because that's not really fair to Leatherface. And like I said, the Johnny problem, I call it the Johnny problem now, is, they got to find a way to fix it. They got to find a way to keep him viable, because nobody's gonna pick him now. If you pick him, you're basically you either don't know, like I said before, don't know how bad he is, or you want a challenge, or you just apparently you like how Johnny looks or something. I don't know, but that's really what I feel is the big issue. Is Johnny is he's just bad. If you want power, why not just bring Leatherface? His ability is useless now anyway. So, like, if you want to hit hard, just bring Leatherface. There's no point in bringing Johnny, honestly. And if you bring Johnny and Leatherface, you're gonna lose map control. And I tell you right now, map control is the most important stat. And there's a reason why it's the most important stat, is because people like Connie is the reason why, because of her ability. And even Danny to an extent, because I saw what people can do with Danny. So yeah, that's my kind of point, is there's a problem with the Johnny. Now, if they want to keep him bad and just look at him as like a hard mode character, like they kind of do on Friday with like La Chapa and Shelly and all that, go for it. But if people want to make him viable and actually a good threat, because see, if you buff him up to be good, then that means there's more variety to add it to teams. See, this whole Leatherface requirement is gone, which is awesome, because there's so much variety you can bring now. We've won matches with Hitchhiker, Sissy, and Nancy. We've had matches Nancy, Hitch, Cook. We've had matches where Leatherface, Nancy, Sissy. There's so much variety now. And the game is so opened up now for killers, and I love it. Like, I love this. So, I put a ton of hours into this game the past couple of days to update happen, because it's just been so much fun. Still a little too easy as Victim, but the step is definitely in the right direction. Ana and Connie's ability, it's still problematic. Literally with Ana, I basically just went out there, got all 3 killers on me, used my ability, and kept the killers busy for like about close to 3 to 4 minutes, just having everybody on me, and that opened up the whole map for my friends to get everything ready. So, and it's kind of dumb for the killers part, because killers, if you're a killer, I'm letting y'all know straight up, if you're a killer, don't chase a Leland and an Ana unless they're going towards an objective, because right now they want you to chase them. Don't play into that. We're killers. I chase whoever I see, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Ana and Leland. Connie is the threat. And Connie and Danny right now are the threats, and that's really what it is. So, but yeah, pros definitely outweigh the cons. New map is fun. I wish there were more blood bags on the map compared to other maps, but new map is fun. Still a couple perk issues, but like I said, the next update, I think they're going to be reworking that. A couple new perks, which I don't know that. They need to be working on some perks, and they also need to be giving more more perks to other people instead of having nothing but exclusive perks for the new characters. That's and I know it's kind of hard to fit in. I mean, I wish they would just add a whole new branch to the skill tree or a whole new area to the skill trees. I don't know if they could do that. Um, or just make them random perks, which is fine. Um, Nancy's got some really good random perks, but one of the issues on her skill tree is her left side of the skill tree has like no random perk spots. So, but she's got, you can run Nancy as a harvester because she can get Bloodbanger and Universal Donor, best harvesting perks in the game. And so you can run as a harvester, you can run as a chaser, and bring Fire Up and Scout together, and then add another perk for her traps, which I like. I like I'll Kill 'Em All. It's really good. You can run Nancy a lot of cool different ways as well. You can run as a chaser and a harvester, and just straight up an ability person for an abilities. So yeah, but overall, I just wanted to say my pros and cons, what I think about the game. I don't know. Like I said, I just started this. Not gonna have too many views yet. Somebody might watch this just out of a random recommended or whatever it is. I don't know. But that's my opinion. That's the pros and cons so far. What I can think of. Might think of some later if I probably forgot some of them. But yeah, still, like I said, Survivor, it's a lot more balanced than it used to be. But still, it's a tad in Survivor's favor still. Just a tad, but not much. Like, when the game came out, it was like 80-20 Victim. When the game first came out, it was really that lopsided. And then they started nerfing. And I know Victim mains get mad at the nerfs, but guys, like, honestly, I played both sides. And when I played Victim, I really felt like I didn't have to try at all. Like, it was that easy. And you can say, well, you ain't going against a good team. Like, I was going against good teams that were organized. And it's not like, I mean, I've died plenty of times before, but it's like, most of the time it's easy. And I'm not even talking about I play with good people. I play by myself a lot as Victim, which I don't have to have any communication at all with people. Now, family, the most underpowered thing in this game is family with no mics. Solo family is the worst thing in this game. But yeah, Victim, it's still a little easy, but a lot harder. You can't, like, what I was saying earlier is just like, I love the fact, because Valve was the most skillless, lazy escape in this game. You didn't have to have any skill to know anything as Victim to do it, and they took it away. So now I'm kind of happy that it forces people to play better as Victim. When you're up against the wall, it forces you to learn and adapt better to what killers are doing, instead of just, let's just go get the valve, open it up, I'll get a bone shard away from them to do it, stab them, and let's get out of here. Like, it's just a lot better, And what's funny is the valve, when they turn the valve now, family turns like twice as fast now. They didn't put that in the patch notes, I don't think. But what they did put in the patch notes, it was like it was going to regress back to normal. But dude, that regression is so slow. It might as well not matter that much. But the fact they turn it off twice as fast wasn't in the notes, so I was wondering if it was intended. But I really hope they don't change that back or something like that, because that would just be lame if they didn't. It'd be very lame, because all the lazy victims would go right back to it and just start abusing it. But yeah, very fun, very good. A little easier as family now, a little harder as Victim, which I can appreciate the difficulty in the Victim side. I appreciate it. And like I said, I mean, we go against good teams. I would say this game still has a problem with cheaters. I think that'll never go away as much as I want it to. It just won't. There's people that do exploits and like post like cheating, exploits ain't cheating. Yeah, it still is. If it's not intended in the game, then yeah, it's definitely you're exploiting stuff. Like, I still feel that's somewhat cheating to an extent. Um, to an extent. But I've seen too much. Still seen some cheating. Not a lot. I mean, I've only seen maybe 3 times someone, or no, 2 times someone cheat in the past 3 days. And I used to see a lot more, but now I see it like only twice. I only saw it twice. Um, so it's just it's a good overall thing. But that's just what I was going to say. Nothing big. Just what I feel about the update. It was really positive. And if you're watching this, and you haven't played this game, dude, this game, like I said, this game is the end all be all for fun. I enjoy it so much. Like I said, get some friends together, get 4 people together, y'all go play some Victim. Get 3 people together, y'all play some Family, or get 7 of y'all together and y'all play Custom. Either way, it's a fun game. Overall, very fun. So, hats off to the devs. They're starting to listen. They take a long time to get stuff done, but they eventually do it. Hats off to everybody that was involved with this update. Thank you. Y'all still had some tweaks, but overall, good job. And that's what I gotta say. That was really my opinion on the issue. So, y'all have a good one. God bless.